Why government spending? My assumption is that most of you know that government spending is a bad thing and a huge problem. Debt and deficits, intervention, even taxes are really all symptoms of this root cause, a government that can't seem to control its spending. But you've probably understood this for a while, and chances are you'll always get this, thinking the way you do. Right now, though, something pretty cool is happening. A lot of people get that spending is bad. People unaffiliated with either party, people that haven't really been that into politics or policy in the past. So much so, it's not just influencing their opinions, they're actually voting according to this issue. Look at Massachusetts. Only 11% of Massachusetts voters are Republicans. If you look at the exit polls from the Scott Brown election, 67% of total voters said that government should spend less. If you go back just a year ago, those same voters in Massachusetts, 66% say that government should do more to solve their problems. This is a complete U-turn in perhaps the most liberal state in the country. So how do we hold politicians and the policies that they support accountable to a public who is fed up with spending? Well, that's exactly what we're trying to do with Bankrupting America, to take an independent, nonpartisan approach and continue to get the message out on government spending beyond choir audiences and to sustain an anti-spending momentum in 2010 and beyond. We're not a think tank. We're not a grassroots group. Others are much more suited, people in this room, than us in those areas. But we think we can play a role in the communications and media front, both traditional and new media. The project is brand new. We're a young staff and hopefully somewhat hip. We just soft launched the website, bankruptingamerica.org, which is pulled up there less than 2 weeks ago.
We all know we're at a big fight in our historical times, and I wanted to join a lot of you on the front lines. I've been with think tanks and I've been behind the scenes, but I do want to partner with the Tea Party movement and the people we can find there who have all the right instincts, and we've done some polling for Liberty Central and found that there are more of us out there than there ever have been. 57 million people out there who are in the conservative movement. 14 million activists and 43 million information seekers who are conservatives. And it's never been this high. And they're all focused on core founding principles in the Constitution. And all they need to do is be pulled together into organizations like you and I know about. And so Liberty Central will be a website that will come up in April, hopefully late April. And I am so pleased that Brian has joined us as our managing editor. And he's going to be helping us. We've got a small team of 4 right now. We're building. So I don't have anything like Clay has to show and tell. Oh, yes, I do. I'm so excited. This is our brochure site. So libertycentral.org is up, and it does take subscribers, and it does take donations. But wait till you see what's coming. It's really exciting what's coming, and we're designing it with the help of a Minneapolis marketing firm that does integrated marketing and social media and everything else. We're going to have an RFP out on the street pretty darn soon, and it's really exciting what's coming together. And
we find that and this confirms what you maybe should be, maybe we should sense, that partisan affiliations for both parties are dropping, probably as a result of Bush's spending, the negativity toward the Bush administration in its latter years. We see far fewer Americans, I don't have the numbers in front of me, I think it's about 9 or 12% identifying themselves as Republican from, say, 8 or 10 years ago. At the same time, we see fewer Americans identifying themselves as Democrats from just a few years ago. More evidence that the excitement and positive feelings toward the Obama administration are wearing off quickly. So, and one reason that I think that's important for Republicans and for conservatives is that Republicans hope to reap the benefit of this anger at the polls in November. Certainly I expect it to be a very good Republican year, but by the same token, these voters who are coming out are not really fully on board with the Republican Party yet. They do need to be convinced. And I think that demonstrates the importance of people like John Boehner and Mitch McConnell and Michael Steele and the rest of our leadership continuing with the efforts that they have made to demonstrate that they've learned the lessons of the failures or the weaknesses of the Bush administration and resolve to do things differently when they're returned back to power.
As Rob mentioned, I'm with the Center for Health Transformation, which was founded about 7 years ago by Speaker Gingrich. And the idea then was to really take forward transformative solutions to get better health care at a lower cost. So this is something that the center has been dealing with for a long time, not just in the past year or so, since the Obama administration and Congress took it up. As Rob mentioned, in kind of response as well as giving us a good opportunity, starting last week, we began a week-long blog that will continue into the future, titled The American People's Online Health Summit. And our goal with the blog was really to provide an opportunity for experts in the healthcare arena, along with everyday Americans, to come together to discuss what real reform should look like, what positive solutions can come, and obviously leading up to Thursday's health summit that's, is mildly bipartisan, as well as really trying to work towards finding solutions. We put together this blog. What we're doing is every day we've had a specific topic that has gone towards the healthcare debate and what we're trying to accomplish. It's encompassed things like fraud, things like cost. We're going to be talking starting tomorrow about health information technologies and all these different aspects of the healthcare debate that have either been left out of both the House and Pelosi and the Senate Reid bill, in addition to the White House's release yesterday of their proposal, which was a lot of pretty much the same, as I'm sure many of you know. And leading into the summit, we're really trying to put together experts and people to talk about this. What are the solutions? The blog's being run on our website. It's front and center on the website, which is healthtransformation.net. And we encourage you to talk to individuals about just going on, commenting, and posting your own blogs.
Could you tell us how you got started with Liberty Central and what your goal is?
Liberty Central's goal is to preserve freedom with informed action. And we got started, we started February 1st full time, and we have a small band of 4 people right now that we hope to grow. But we realize that there's a gap in terms of citizen education online and activism online, and we hope to partner with all the existing resources in the conservative movement to reach out to the new citizen activists who are rising up to save our country right now.
Is it going to mainly have to do with the Tea Party movement, or are you going to extend to other areas as well?
Brian, what do you think?
Well, I'd say that the focus is on new citizen activists, people who are represented in many ways in the Tea Party movement, folks who perhaps were not politically active or politically aware a few months ago, but who become energized by the agenda in Congress and in the administration. That said, I don't think that we're limiting ourselves to those folks. We want to speak to all folks who care about the agenda and who want to return to constitutional principles, free markets, strong national security, and the rest of the things that the organization stands for.
We started by doing a market research poll of who's out there and what are they looking for, what are they angry about, what are they upset about. And so there's the strongest, biggest conservative ascendancy ever out there based on what's happening in Washington and the threats to core principles that Americans are starting to realize that Washington's out of control when it comes to the Constitution and what needs to happen as far as a limited government.